What's up, Raptors fans? Welcome to the Warriors Report. I have some great news for you today. Masai Ujiri will be in contract talks with the Raptors starting next week, which is around when our season should finish. Now, this is great news for us Raptors fans because, let's be honest, as good as Bobby Webster is, Masai Ujiri is still the man who brought us that championship. He's also been an absolute game changer for us ever since he's come to the Raptors. We've made the playoffs. Now we're obviously going to be missing the playoffs for the first time since he's come here, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But I'm excited. As Raptors fans, we have to be super pumped up about this news because there's a lot of news about maybe him potentially leaving to Africa, maybe him leaving for another team. But this is good news because this means he's most likely coming back. Now, obviously, it's not a done deal. There's still a lot of things that need to be processed before he comes back to the Raptors, but this is exciting news. So for today's video, I will be discussing some of the moves Masai Ujiri has made in the Raptors, his draft history, some of his trades as well. So before I get into the details of this video, if you could do me a little favor, give this video a thumbs up. When you do that, it helps reach a larger YouTube audience. And if you could hit that subscribe button as well, you get a lot of Raptors content on here, including latest news, latest rumors, in-depth analysis, and other videos as well. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So Masai Ujiri, I think we have to give him a blank check. I don't care how much he's demanding. Give him $100 million if we have to. Bring this man back at any cost. He's brought the Raptors a championship. He's turned the Raptors organization completely around. No disrespect to Brian Colangelo. He drafted some nice players, but Masai Ujiri has just taken a lot of steps to get us to becoming not only a contending team, but bringing us that championship. So we can't talk about Masai Ujiri without talking about his draft history. Now, 2014, his first draft with the Raptors is a forgettable one. We know he reached for Bruno Caboclo, who was supposed to be 4 years away from being 4 years away. The Brazilian KD never worked out. But besides that draft, most of the players here are really nice players the Raptors have drafted. I mean, mind you, 59th pick is not someone who's really going to turn out to be great, so we can scratch out Dewan Hernandez. But besides that, Delon Wright was a nice player. Pascal Siakam, we know what he is. And then Jakob Poeltl. And you know what? He's turned two of those guys, Jakob and Delon Wright. And you know what? Into trade chips, and we've gotten Marc Gasol and Kawhi Leonard out of that. So I mean, this is amazing. Look at his draft history. He's really good at drafting. He drafted Malachi Flynn, who a lot of teams passed on because no one wanted to draft a 22-year-old rookie. He's drafted some really nice players. OG Anunoby is great too. So his draft history has been amazing. And with this year's draft coming up, I'm super pumped up because we want Masai Ujiri back because we know he's got a good draft history. And you know what? Let's talk about some players he signed that went undrafted as well. We can't do this video without mentioning Fred VanVleet. He was undrafted. We found him. We know his story as well as Terrence Davis. Now, unfortunately, Terrence Davis did get traded away with all his off-court issues he's been having. But, I mean, Freddie Gillespie as well. He was undrafted as well. We keep finding these hidden gems. Masai Ujiri has done it. I don't know how he does, but he keeps finding these players that no one looks at, and he signs them. And I do want to mention that he has made some controversial calls through his tenure with the Raptors. One of the most controversial ones, besides the DeMar DeRozan trade, was Dwayne Casey. Now, we know it got a lot of heat because Dwayne Casey actually ended up winning the Coach of the Year a few days after he was fired. And a lot of people were questioning Masai Ujiri, which is something he's had a lot of from fans, from media. And a lot of people, I remember at that time, even questioned Masai Ujiri as to why would you fire Dwayne Casey only to hire his assistant coach, Nick Nurse. But we know the story. We know how that's going. And that's not the only controversial move he's made. As I've mentioned, he traded away our franchise player, DeMar DeRozan, for Kawhi Leonard, who ended up being a one-year rental, but despite that, it paid off because we won the championship. He made some really gutsy moves a lot of GMs out there would not be making. And you know what? He's just a mastermind. Look at this trade here. You remember this guy, Grievous Vasquez. He was traded to Milwaukee Bucks, and those picks, we traded him for a couple picks, and those players we got back, well, the pick was Norman Powell in the second round, so we ended up getting him, I believe, with the 46th pick, which was included in that trade. And we also have to mention OG Anunoby as well. OG Anunoby we know the history. He was passed on as well because of his injury, and we are seeing it in front of our eyes. He's turning into one of the best two-way players in the game. He's still growing. He's only 23 years old, so I mean, Masai Ujiri has completely turned around this Raptors organization. He's made them from a laughing stock of the NBA to a serious team that a lot of players want to come to. Now, I know we haven't had luck signing free agents, but a lot of players around the league have talked about how great the organization is, the management is. Hopefully, in the upcoming years, even in this free agency, maybe we'll change that perspective of players not wanting to come to Toronto. But I just wanted to make this quick video for you guys. I mean, Masai Ujiri has done a fabulous job of just turning this Raptors organization around. So before I end the video off, I do want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. So let me know of how pumped up you are about Masai Ujiri potentially coming back to the Raptors. Let me know in that comment section below. And if you're still watching, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.